Hi guys, welcome back. This is my last class for today, so hopefully no more of me after this. Oh no, I'm tired, that's all I'm saying. All right, so welcome. I can see that there are a couple of students who have made reservations for this class. That is awesome. Now is the time to join class if you have a reservation. So Hamid had a reservation. That's awesome. Hi Hamid, nice to see you again.
Hi, thank you. Same to you.
Thanks. And we also have Junaid. Junaid, I feel like I haven't seen you in like forever.
No, for 1 month.
No,
Just-
forever. Where you been, Junaid?
I told you I have writing class.
Ooh, right,
Yeah,
correct.
and you helped me to correct one essay, I think.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that as well. So that's awesome. It's nice to have you back.
Okay, I'm glad to see you again.
Me too. And we also have Hyam. Hyam, can you hear me? Hyam SS? No? Okay. And we have somebody else in class with us. Do you want to introduce yourself? Hello? Oh, we can't hear you. You're like muted.
Hello?
Yes. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Congratulations on your 200 classes.
Oh, woo! Yes, this is my 200th class. So thank you for that. I think all the spots in class should open up relatively soon for all the students who are watching. All right, so this is going to be a reading class, and we are going to be sharing. I'm going to be sharing a Google document with you guys in Google Chat. Does everybody know how to access Google Chat?
Yes.
Yes.
Left column.
Yes, like somewhere up here or like over there. I don't know. I think it's in this direction, right there. All right. So it looks like the spots have opened up for everybody. So people are gonna be pouring in. That's awesome.
Okay. I'm actually going to let my spot, let someone take my spot. I just wanted to say hi.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Alright.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So it looks like the spots have all been filled. Well, if you guys want to come in, there's one more spot for anybody who's interested. So welcome, everyone. It's nice to see Carlos. Carlos, nice to see you again.
Hello, hello.
How
A lot
are
of
you?
time.
Yes, it
Oh,
has
fine.
been. Mhm.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, it has been a while since I've seen you. I think it's
Yeah.
just time differences and stuff. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I can see that there's a couple of new students as well as a couple of old and familiar students as well. Batty, you're late. You missed it. It's full. Okay. All right. So welcome everyone. This is going to be a writing class. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be Oscar. Oscar, I'm muting you. You're noisy, and Gary, you're noisy too. I'm muting all you
Gosh.
noisy guys. I know, it's so noisy. So guys, Gary and Oscar, it's really nice that you've joined us. It's just that it's very noisy from your microphone, so I've muted you. You can unmute yourself when you wanna talk or if you have a question. Okay. So welcome everyone. This is a writing class, and we are going to be writing about pictures that I'm going to assign you guys. So does everybody know how to access Google Chat? Yes? Somewhere up here there's a button, or somewhere over here. Like for me it's over here and it says chat. So you need to over here? Okay, am I close right there? Okay.
Yes.
So over there there's a button that says chat.
Everyone write hi for test.
So I'm going to be posting the Google document there. It's right there. Okay. So because I don't want students outside of class to have access to the document, so it's just for you guys in class here. All right. So that is what we are going to be writing on. As you guys can see, there are 9 pictures and there are 9 questions. Each question goes with a picture. So what we're going to do is let's start with introductions. So let's say our name, let's say where we're from, And when you guys have introduced yourself, I'll tell you which picture is yours. So, for example, Nihan. Hi, Nihan. Nice to see you again. So,
Hi, Hina.
so Nihan might be responsible for picture one. So I'll tell her picture is one. She's going to read the question, see the picture, and then she's going to write a paragraph about the picture and the question that is being asked. All right. And you guys are just writing one paragraph. Don't write like essays or like, pages of text. It's just a paragraph, 5 sentences maximum. All right. If you write too much, then we won't have the opportunity to go through everybody's paragraph. All right. So I want to read everybody's paragraph and correct it if there are some errors that need to be corrected. If you finish writing your paragraph, you're more than welcome to let me know. And after I've corrected it, you can write on another topic. So then you can go through the list and be like, this is a cool picture. I want to write about it. So you can do that too. Okay. So let's start. So welcome everyone. My name is Hina. I am your teacher for this hour. I'm from Canada and right now I live in San Francisco. All right. So Nihan, can I get you to start and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nihan. I'm from Turkey. I'm an accountant and I am 36 years old.
Perfect. Thank you, Nihan. So Nihan, you are responsible for picture one and the question that goes along with it. All right. So if you want.
Could you please change the picture one because I have no idea about picture one.
It's just a beach and there's writing on it. Come on, Nihan. You can write. This is an imaginative class. You can write whatever you want, okay? So as long as you're writing in English and you're writing coherent sentences, that's all. It's supposed to be let your imagination loose. Just write what you feel. Nihan.
Okay.
So don't worry. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to write something bad or something wrong. It's to get your imaginations flowing so think of whatever you want and then express it. All right?
All right.
Perfect. So Nihan, if you want, you can start writing right now. All right? So when you guys are done with your introduction and I've assigned you a picture, you can start writing about it if you want. Okay? So let's go on to Maria. Maria? Maria, can you hear me? I think Maria might still be connecting. So let's move on to Khalid. Hi, Khalid. Can you hear me? Khalid. No? Oh. Then let's move on to Junaid. Junaid, go ahead.
Hi, Hina. Hi, everyone. My name is Junaid, and I am from Iraq. I live now in the United States.
Ooh, where do you live, Junaid?
In Arizona.
Arizona. I was there 2 weeks ago. I went to see the Grand Canyon.
Oh, it's very cool.
Yeah, so I was there like on 25th of March for my birthday. So it was really cool. So I was in Flagstaff. That's where I stayed, and I went to see the Grand Canyon. All right?
Yeah, and it's far from my home, 4 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Flagstaff was like an hour away from the canyon. Awesome. So Junaid, you are responsible for picture 2, question 2, picture 2. If you want, you can start writing. Okay, Junaid?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Next we have Hiam. Hiam, can you hear us? If you guys are muted, you'll need to unmute yourself. Alrighty, then Hamid.
Yes. Hello everyone. I am Hamid from Turkey.
And you are
responsible for number 3 or is
number
it
3.
suitable for number 5?
Well, if you finish writing your paragraph, then you can write on another topic and then you can write about 5, alright?
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome. So Hamid has number 3. Let's move on to Gary.
Well, hi again. I'm from Mexico. What else?
You are responsible for picture and question 4. Okay, Gary?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Perfect. Awesome. So Gary, you can start writing whenever you want. All right. Carlos.
Hello, I'm Carlos. I'm from Spain.
And yeah.
I don't want to write about carrots.
What is up with like picture 5? Oh, Carlos, you have the nice picture. You have like the abstract picture where like anything could happen. So go ahead, Carlos. You are writing picture 5.
Okay.
All right. So and lastly we have Abdullah.
Abdillah.
Sorry,
Abdillah.
Abdillah. Sorry, it looked like Abdullah. Abdillah. Hi, Abdillah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine too. Thank you. I'm Abdillah. I'm 27. I'm from Morocco.
Perfect. And Abdullah, you have the document, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So you are going to be writing about picture number 6. Okay? Is this your first time on Verbling, Abdullah?
My first time with you.
First time with me. Okay, perfect. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. It's really nice to have you join us, Abdullah. So yeah, you guys, you can start writing whenever you're comfortable. Okay?
And Hina,
Okay.
Yes.
I want to show my surprise.
Oh, okay. So Hamid apparently has a surprise for us. So if you guys wanna look, that would be awesome. So let's see.
Yes, of course.
Just give me a minute. So all the students who are in the chat. So Maria, Sufian, this class it's only for students who are in class. So if I give the document to everybody else, some people they disrespect that privilege. So if you want to write, you kind of have to be in class. Some of the students are not responding, so if they're not responding, then when they leave, you guys can come in, okay? So students who are in class, if you guys can't talk, if you guys can't respond, and you're just taking up a spot, I'm gonna have to like eject you from class, all right? So, hold on. Oh, Maria. Okay, Maria, just give me a minute. Maria, can you see my screen? So you need to, Maria, look at my screen, and up here, there's this word. There's chat. You see that? You click on that and it will open here. Here's the document. All right, Maria? Okay, so Hamid has a surprise for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put his screen up on top. And
Do you see my screen?
oh, I do see your screen. All right,
Okay.
Go ahead, Hamid. This is indeed my 200th class. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. All right. Hamid, if you show a presentation, you cannot show a presentation. You have to physically move the slides. I don't know if Hamid can hear me. Hamid, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah? So, oh my god. There's more me. Oh, there's so much of me everywhere. Oh god, Hamid.
Can I go on? Can I go on?
Yeah, you can go on.
Okay, just a moment. I will start beginning.
Okay. So much me everywhere. Ah! Look at that, my personal pictures. Holy.
I love the one in the middle.
That's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's me in Verbling's office. That's not after Verbling.
That's so
at
cool.
Verbling.
The spot is so cool.
Oh my god, look at me. So look at that last picture. So much of me everywhere.
In the morning.
More and more Verbling. Yeah, that's right. I'm just all over. Oh, that's me crying. You guys are bad. Hamid, it's a bad thing that you're showing this picture where I cried.
But I escaped the most suitable moment
Which one?
in this picture.
Oh, you escaped it? Yeah, Hamid wasn't there. That's right. Hamid was away. His internet didn't work. Aw, is that all, Hamid? Oh my God,
No,
more
no.
me.
The second one.
Carlos
dropped.
is like, stop. I don't. Ah.
And Hina, these are your traditions.
These are my traditions.
Happy welcome dance and say goodbye, all guys.
Yeah. These are
And-
my traditions.
And
Yeah.
last picture is coming.
That's
Oh,
me
so
at the Grand
perfect.
Canyon. So Junaid, that's me at the Grand Canyon from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hami, share this photo on your Facebook page.
Share it on our Facebook page. I'll definitely do that. Oh, Hamid, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Hamid, my heart goes out to you. Thank you so much. It's very sweet of you to do that. Hamid made a little
Thank you too.
Hamid made a little presentation for my 100 class as well. So thank you,
Yes.
Hamid. You're very, very sweet. Okay. So I can see that some students are having problems. So Maria and Hiam, you guys are having problems. And what about you, Khalid? Can you hear me, Khalid? Okay. All right. So I'm going to assume that the students who are not typing. So number 4, Gary. Gary,
Yeah.
are you there? You're not typing, but you know that you're writing for number 4, right?
No.
Yeah, you know that, right?
I don't know.
Oh, you're writing for question 4. Did I not tell you that?
No.
Okay, so you're writing about picture number 4. You have the document, correct?
Oh. Number 4?
Number 4, yeah, it's a picture of carrots.
Carrots. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are going to answer that question that is written at the bottom of the picture. Only one paragraph, okay? So
Okay.
Hiam, I cannot hear you, but that's okay because it's a writing class, all right? So Maria, I will give you picture 7, all right? So Maria, you are picture 7, and Hiam, you are picture 8, okay? Picture 8, all right? So there are questions that are written at the bottom of everyone's pictures. Those are the questions that you are answering, all right?
Okay, Hina, I finished.
Oh my god, someone's done. Who's done?
Junaid, number 3.
Junaid is done. Wow, that was really quick. All right. So
Okay.
Junaid had picture number 2. Junaid, you can write more. I said at least 5 sentences. You wrote like 3. And
Okay,
no,
I
you
will-
wrote 2 sentences. Okay. So you guys have to do maximum of 5 sentences, minimum of 3. So try
Okay.
to aim for more. Try to aim for at least 5 sentences. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right. So Maria, even though you're not talking, I have assigned a picture to you. So you can write about it. Maria's writing. And Hiam, you can write about picture 8. Okay. Khalid, if you can't hear me, I'm going to have to eject you from class so that somebody else can take part. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, okay. Khalid, can you hear me? No? Okay. I'm sorry. I hate ejecting people from class, but it's just because I don't even know if you're there, so I'm gonna have to eject you, all right? All right. So if somebody else wants, you can come in. So Ahmed, Simao, Leandro, Vivian, if you guys want to enter, one of you can enter, okay? Oh, there we go. We have Leandro. Hi, Leandro. Welcome. Okay. So Leandro, go to Google Chat, and I'm posting the link to the document in Google Chat. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And Leandro, you are writing picture 9. Picture 9.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. So this is a writing class. If your microphones aren't working, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just that I need to know that you're at least there. All right. All right. So you guys can write. You can have time to write. If, for all those who are not done, you can write until the other person is writing. All right. So we have one Nihan. We have Nihan, Junaid, Hamid, Gary. Well done, Gary's writing. Carlos. Okay, so you guys should aim for at least 5 sentences. Okay. Abdulillah. All right.
Yes.
Abdulillah, you're writing number 6.
Yes, I am writing now. Yeah.
Okay. Maria is writing as well, although she's stopped for some reason. Hiam.
How can it spell blind?
Blank?
Blind.
Bland. B-L-A-N-D. I'm writing it in Burbling chat. Bland is B-L-A-N-D. Bland.
Okay.
Okay. And Leandro, you know you're number 9, right?
Yes, teacher, I know.
Okay, perfect. And
You met my father today, teacher.
yes,
You
I
know?
remember. I remember. I was like, "Hi, Leandro's dad." Okay.
Sorry about that.
You're welcome. Simao. Hi, Simao. So this is Simao's first day on Burbling. So Simao, I'm sorry you can't enter this class. The writing class is only for students who are in class. But I told you tomorrow there is a beginner grammar class, and I would love it if you joined that. Okay, it would be awesome. I think it would be very suited to your level. And after that, you're more than welcome to join any and all classes. Okay? But you can watch this class. You're more than welcome to watch. I'm going to share my screen once everybody is done writing, and then we'll correct their paragraphs together if any edits need to be made. All right? So as soon as you guys are done, let me know, and then we can start reading, going through everybody's paragraphs. Okay? You're welcome, Siam. You're welcome. And Vivian was saying something. Today I started studying social sciences at 10 a.m. I have to study my third of my exam taking. Oh, Vivian! I remember when I used to be in school. It was so stressful. My God. I remember being in school was like, oh, will I pass this semester or not? Oh. Nihan, are you done?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, well I can start reading your paragraph if you want, okay? Simon.
Okay.
Simon. Okay, Simon, I'm gonna call you Simon. Okay? So Simon, let me just give you the link to my Facebook. So this is where I post all the updates and you know what's going on, what classes I'm teaching. So you guys are more than welcome to like it, and that way you'll keep you'll know, you know, what classes there are and which one you can attend. Hiam, no one can hear you. I'm sorry, you're muted, but you are picture 8. So if you want to write about picture 8, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, we can't hear you. I think your microphone might not be working. All right? But that's okay
I'm
because
finished.
you're done? Okay. So, okay. Yeah, like it. Okay, so who just said that they're finished? Nobody. Okay, so Nihan.
I'm done.
Okay, so Hamid's done. Nihan's done. Who else is done?
Me.
Me.
4 words.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary is done. Okay. Carlos, are you almost done too?
4 words.
4
Just-
words. Just
yeah.
All right. So let's start with Nihan. Nihan, I'm going to share my screen and you can read your paragraph, and then if there are any edits, then I'll make the edits that need to be made. Okay, Nihan? And
Okay.
what did you do with your question, Nihan? Where is the question?
My question.
What was it? Okay, who
wait a
made
minute.
this and what does it say? Oh, there we go. Very good. What does it say? Who left it and why? Perfect. Okay. So Nihan, if you want to read to us, that would be awesome. And then I'll correct it if there are some errors. Okay?
But it was very weird and very ridiculous in my paragraph.
That's your opinion, okay? Let me be the judge of what it was. Go ahead.
Okay,
read.
okay. When I was a child, my father drive to visit the beach like that in Kuşadası. It was west part of Turkey. On that beach, there was signs which I couldn't understand the meanings. My father said, "These signs are God's fingerprints." In that time, I felt fear, but now I know there was only natural signs.
Okay, yeah, I can relate to this story. Thank you, Nihan. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought that was a pretty well written, pretty imaginative paragraph. So let's correct some errors. So the thing is, when you I would recommend that everybody copy what they wrote and paste it somewhere else, and then I'll correct your paragraph, and then you can copy the corrected version and paste it as well, and then compare the old and the new and see where your errors were. Okay, Nihan? So I recommend that you copy and save this paragraph somewhere, because after I make the edits, then you can compare what the error was in your paragraph and what the corrected way to write it is. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So when I was a child, so this is in the past, right? This is past tense. Okay? So when I was a child, my father drove
Yes.
in the past. Okay? My father drove to visit a beach like that. Okay? So we don't, so it was, so we'll say it was in Kusadasi.
Yes.
Okay, it was in Kusadasi, is which is the west part of Turkey. All right, so this place, you don't have to say it in the past, because this place still exists, right? So when I was a
Yes.
child, my father drove in the past tense. So the past of drive is it is drove to visit a beach like that. It was in Kusadasi, which is the west part of Turkey. On that beach, there were okay. So there were, it was. Okay, so plural
Okay.
is were, so this is plural. Okay, it was, this is singular. All right, so there were signs. Can you see? Sorry,
Yes, yes.
singular. Good. Okay, thank you for correcting. Thank you for correcting me. There were signs which I could not understand the meaning of. The meaning of. My father said these signs are God's fingerprints. Right? It's just awesome that you put this in quotation marks. Well done, Nihan. In that time, I felt fear, but now I know there was only. But now I know they were. They were, again. They were. All right. They were only natural signs. Okay, or you can say not natural. You can. They were only nature's signs. Okay.
Nature's sign.
All right. So the
Okay.
signs brought to you by nature are nature signs. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
So Nihan, I'd recommend that you copy and you paste this new version with the old one, and then you see, and then you compare what errors you made and how we correct them. Okay.
Okay, I did it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nihan. And if you have
Thank
any
you.
questions, you're welcome. If you have any questions about any of the edits that we made, you're more than welcome to ask me. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. All right. Who else is done? Hamid said that he was done as well. Right, Hamid?
Yes.
Hina?
Yes.
Two
Yes.
as well.
Sorry?
Hina?
Yeah?
Hina?
Junaid, yeah?
No, it's
Yeah,
Abdullah.
also
Sorry, there are like 2-3 people talking. Who, sorry, yeah, go ahead, Junaid. Talk now.
okay, number two.
Number 2. You're number 2? Okay, so
Yeah.
are you done as well, Junaid?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go in order if you guys want. So after Junaid is Hamid. So Junaid. So Junaid's picture is a pretty happy man on a what looks like a beach running around with balloons. Okay? So write about this man's day to this point. So Junaid, can I get you to read your paragraph?
Okay. I think this man celebrates of a Black Friday in US, which there are a lot of discounts in store. I guess that from the black color in his uniform and balloons. But I don't know why he is in the desert. Maybe he is going to Arizona. I can see the balloons rise him a little from the ground. It's a good way to travel.
Perfect. Thank you, Junaid. All right, so there's very few errors that you made, and I'm so happy that you capitalize all the proper nouns. That's very, very important, and a lot of students forget to do that. Okay, so I think this man celebrates, just celebrates Black. You don't have to say celebrates off Black Friday. So
Okay.
I think this man celebrates Black Friday in USA, which there are a lot of. Okay, so. Okay, during which time? Okay, during which time there are a lot of discounts in stores. Okay, so you kind of have to connect. So you can't just say that, oh, Black Friday, there are lots of discounts in stores. So you have to specify that during Black Friday, there are a lot of discounts in stores. Okay, I think this man celebrates Black Friday in USA, during which time there are a lot of discounts in stores. I guess that from the black color in his uniform and balloons. We don't usually start a sentence with but. You can say however. Okay? However, I don't know why he is in the desert. Maybe he is going to Arizona. Okay? We only use the abbreviations when we put them at the end. For example, Flagstaff, Arizona. Okay?
Okay.
All right? But when you're writing it in a sentence, you have to write the entire name.
Mhm.
Okay? For example, if I was to say San Francisco, California, that's fine. But because Arizona is standing on its own, I have to say I have to write out the entire word.
Okay.
I can see that balloons raise him a little from the ground. It's a good way to travel.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, now if you were to write this means that SF is a state, which is not. San Francisco is not a state, it's a city. So if you want to shorten it, you could write San Fran, California, but you cannot write it like this, SF. Only states are written like this, and SF is not a state, SF is a city.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any questions, Junaid?
No, thank you.
No? Perfect. Thank you, Junaid, for writing that for us. It was very well written. And thank you for mentioning Black Friday. I'm not sure a lot of students are familiar with that concept.
Uh-huh.
All right. Next, let's get on to Hamid.
Okay.
All right. Hamid, yeah. So Hamid has a pretty interesting picture of a beautiful woman. So let's see. Hamid, you want to read to us, and then we'll see if any edits need to be made. Go ahead.
Okay. There is a good combination of a lady and a flower picture. If we mix them, we can see interesting things. For example, the lady's dress looks like very interesting. I think blending of colors are very suitable. Colors are green, dark blue, and turquoise. Finally, this lady can be angel, and she may migrate to some injured hearts.
Okay, thank you, Hamid. So the question actually was, we all tried to blend in some way. How do you blend in? So the question was, you were supposed to write about yourself. So do you know what it means to blend, Hamid? To blend?
Yes.
Yeah, blend means to mix in with the background. Okay, so the question was that this woman, she looks just like the background, so she is blending in. So when have you had to blend in? So to blend in is to be comfortable around different people. Okay, so the question was actually, you had to tell of a time where you had to blend in with different people or in a different situation from what you are used to. All right. So I just wanted you to know that that's what the question was. It wasn't asking you to write about the picture, but the picture was just a prompt. It was just a way for you to understand what blending in means. All right. So just for next time, just keep that in mind. All right. It's very important to read and understand the question before you answer it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There is a good combination of a lady and a picture of a flower. All right. So even though it's the same thing as flower picture, the position of the words matters. All right. So there's a good combination of a lady and a picture of a flower. If we mix them, we can see interesting things. For example, the lady's dress looks very interesting. You don't have to say like. Okay. How
Okay.
does it look? It looks very interesting. Okay. If you were to say it looks like the ocean, then you could say like. But when you are saying that something looks interesting, you don't have to say it looks like interesting. You just say it is interesting. Okay.
Okay.
I think blending of colors are very suitable. Suitable for what? See, now this sentence doesn't make sense. What do you mean suitable? Something you have to be suitable for something. I think blending of colors are very suitable for what? For making pictures, for defining art. What do you mean suitable?
Suitable for color, with color.
Okay. I think blending colors are very suitable for paintings, you know? You can say
Yes.
that for paintings. So then you have to change this. I think blending colors, I think blending of colors are very suitable. I think blending colors, thing of colors is is very suitable for paintings. Colors are green, dark blue, and turquoise. That's an interesting color choice. Finally, this lady can be an angel, and she may migrate to some injured hearts. Okay? Do you
Okay.
understand, Hamid?
Yes.
Why we made some of the edits? Okay. Do you guys have any questions about this paragraph? Are there any words that you don't know?
No, it's okay.
No,
No, it's
that's-
okay?
it's fine.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Hamid. So, Hamid, if you guys don't know, Hamid is a very romantic person. So he usually always sneaks in a little bit of love however he can. All right. So thank you, Hamid, for that.
Thank you too.
Okay. Next, do we still have Gary with us, or did he migrate to somebody else's heart? Okay. All right. So Gary is gone. So if we have time at the end, we might read Gary's paragraph. Khalid, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay. If you guys can't hear me, there's really not that much that I can do about it. Okay. So let's move on. So after Hamid, there's Gary, and then Carlos. Carlos, you were picture 5, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So let's read. Carlos had a really interesting picture. I was wondering who would have this picture, and I was like, that person must have a very, very imaginative sense of expressing himself in English. So let's go. Carlos, can I get you to read your
Okay.
paragraph?
This man has been Elephant's best friend for years. Now, what's that background noise?
Oh, I think somebody is unmuted. Oh, Maria, yeah, go ahead. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This man has been Elephant's best friend for years. Now, Joe is sinking, and Buva the elephant is exasperating. She can do anything, and his best friend is falling away. The friendship is falling apart, and the stress is increasing in front of her eyes. Lucky Joe, Buba has an amazing memory, and she remembers how she had saved a swimmer in Hawaii. Buba is going to help Joe. She feels in her bones that her friend is still alive, and she's going to dive and save their lovely relation.
Aw, that's so cute, Carlos. My heart is bleeding. Aw.
Thank you.
So thank you. So Carlos, I'm just gonna say you actually only have 2 sentences in this paragraph because most of the sentences are run-on sentences. Do you know what a run-on sentence is? Run-on sentence?
No.
Okay. Run-on sentence is a sentence that is too long. Okay. So in
Okay.
English, we need to divide our sentences up using like full stops and periods, right? So you've used commas, but you can use full stops instead to divide the sentences up. All right. So let's do that. Okay.
Yeah, in Spanish we use long sentences. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. In English, you try to break up a sentence based on a thought. So when a thought ends, a sentence ends. Okay.
Okay.
So let's do that. Let's do that together. This man has been the elephant. So when you say the elephant, so there's one particular elephant in the picture. So you have to specify. This man has been the elephant's best friend for years. Full stop. Okay. Now, comma, Joe is sinking and Booba the elephant is exasperating. Okay? Is exasperating. All right, full stop. Okay? Full stop. She can't do anything and her best friend, so you said that her best friend is falling away. Their friendship is falling apart and the stress is increasing in front of her eyes. All right? So this is one thought, you know? So she can't do anything because the friend is falling away, the friendship is falling apart, and that is increasing stress. Okay? So So you can see that you had made this entire thing into one sentence, whereas it actually is three different sentences. Okay?
Okay.
Uh, lucky for Joe. All right. So
Yeah. Yeah.
right,
I was
yeah.
thinking about a preposition, but
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
that's the
guess.
preposition. So lucky for Joe, Booba has an amazing memory, and she remembers. Okay, so
Yeah.
I remember, you remember, he
Of course.
remembers, she
Yeah.
remembers, they remember. Okay, and
Okay.
she remembers how she had saved the swimmer in Hawaii. All right, full stop.
Oh, stop.
Booba,
Okay.
yeah, Booba is going to help Joe. Okay, she feel full stop. She feels in her bones. She feels again.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel, you feel, she feels in her bones that her friend is still alive. That her friend is still alive, and she is going to dive and save their lovely relationship.
Yeah.
So when you have a relation with someone else, that is a relationship. A
Yeah.
relationship doesn't only have to be boyfriend, girlfriend. A relationship is any way that you are connected to somebody else. So it can be a friend, it can be a parent, it can be
Okay.
anyone. So a relationship doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship in which you are dating the other person. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So does everybody know what this word means? Exasperating? Has anybody heard that word before?
Tired.
Exasperating.
No.
Me.
Tired.
Tired? It
Yeah.
actually means to be really angry. Is that what you meant, Carlos? To be really angry? And Booba the elephant is angry. So what you're saying is she is getting angry. I don't really think that's the correct word. So to be very irritated or to be
Oh, I meant
extremely angry. Yeah, what did you mean? Yeah, that's it.
desperate.
Mhm.
Like
She's
desperate.
desperate,
Or
and it's desperate. So you just say that
yeah,
she's
hopeless or
is desperate or
yeah.
hopeless.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That's what I meant.
Exasperating. Yeah,
Can you send me
exasperating.
the link?
Yeah,
Can you
sure.
send me the link again?
Yeah, sure, definitely. I'm gonna send it to whoever's asking. I can see over Google Chat. So there, the link is there again. Okay, Leandro, you are number 9. In case you wanna start writing again. Okay,
Can I
exhausted
read
is
mine?
yeah, Carlos. Sorry. Once we're done with Carlos, you can read yours. Okay, Gary. Okay. So there are a couple of words
Okay,
that
yeah.
sound the same. So you have exhausted. Okay, exhausted. That means to be extremely tired. So, oh my God, I had such a long day. I'm exhausted. Right? Exasperated. Paraded means to be very angry. Okay? So, my mother is exasperated at the fact that I didn't come home last night. So, she is extremely angry. She is infuriated. Okay? That infuriated is another word to mean extreme anger. Okay? So exhausted and exasperated. They're words that sound very similar, but they mean very different things. Okay? Carlos, do you have any questions about your paragraph and all the edits that we made?
I
No.
have a question, Hina.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
The last sentence, she is going to dive and save her lovely relation.
And save there. The relationship is between her and Joe. All right?
Yeah, but we said in the first sentence she is.
Okay? So wait.
She is going.
She is going to dive and save their lovely, like, okay, you can do it both ways. When you're saying that she is going to save their lovely relationship, then the relationship that exists between her and Joe. All right, if you say that she is going to save her relationship, it means the same thing, but you will have to say her relationship with Joe. So
Okay,
save
okay.
her lovely relationship with Joe. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, you can say it both ways, but you have to specify that if you say save her, then you have to say that the relationship is with Joe. Okay? So
Okay.
you can say it either which way. When you say their lovely relationship, then it's just that the relationship is between her and Joe.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
I hope that's clear. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much for that, Carlos. It was a very well
You're
written
welcome.
paragraph, and you can see there were not too many errors. Next, let's go to Gary. Gary, we looked over your paragraph, but we didn't read it. We thought you might come back, and you did. So Gary, can you read the paragraph to us, and then we will make any edits if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead,
Number
Gary.
4.
Yeah.
You're warm in this bed of carrots. What is your life like? My life is warm. It's very cool. I can eat how much carrots I want without having any danger. That is because I'm under the ground. I'm actually blind, but I have a very good nose. So when the danger is near, I'm hiding behind the carrots. I rarely go out to the sun, so I'm not tan, but doesn't matter. I'm good here.
All right, perfect. So Gary the chill worm. I chill as a worm all day, every day. All right. So this is actually a nicely written paragraph. Just a couple of edits that we need to make. All right. So my life as a worm is very cool. Okay. So you already say. So when you say it, it is replacing something else. All right. So my life as a worm. Okay. It. So you can say it, sorry, you can say it. So it is very cool. So you can't say my life as a worm, it is very cool, because when you say it, you are replacing this, all right? So you either say it or my life as a worm,
Okay.
not worm, okay? So my life as a worm is very cool.
Yeah.
Now, after an exclamation mark, you do not need to put a comma. Exclamation marks stand on their own, okay? No comma. I has to always be capital. If I is on its
Okay.
own, it is always capital. I can eat however much, however many carrots I want. Okay? However many carrots, again, I has to be capital without experiencing any danger. Okay? Without experiencing anything. That is because I apostrophe M. I'm under the ground. That's because I'm under the ground. Full stop. I'm actually blind, but I capital I have a very good nose. So when danger is near, I'm hiding behind the carrots. Okay, full stop. I hardly go out I hardly go out in the sun. So we don't go to the sun, we go in the sun. So for example, if I am in the house and I don't want to go out into the sun, I'll say, oh, I don't want to be in the sun. Okay, I don't want to be in the sun, and this is just how we say it. All right, so you're saying I hardly go out in the sun, so I'm not tan, but it doesn't matter. I'm good here. This can be one sentence. I'm good here. Okay, so listen. My life as a worm is very cool. I can eat however many carrots I want without experiencing any danger. That is because I'm under the ground. I'm actually blind, but I have a very good nose. So when danger is near, I'm hiding behind the carrots. I hardly go out in the sun, so I'm not tan, but it doesn't matter. I'm good here. Perfect. Do you understand, Gary, why we made the edits that we did? Like, do you understand them? Are you cool with them? Gary? You're
Yeah.
still there? Yeah? You're okay? You're comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Gary. That was a very well written paragraph. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay. Next we have. All right. So next we have Abdulillah. Abdulillah?
Abdulillah, yeah.
Abdulillah. Okay. So Abdulillah, you were picture number 6, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So go ahead, Abdulillah.
Yeah.
Can you read it for us? So Abdulillah actually had a very beautiful picture. Can you guys see his picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah. Go ahead, Abdulillah.
Okay. At that day, I was walking at the forest. Actually, what I was seeing at first was green trees, but after that big tree, I watched another color far away. Then I walked, and finally, when I arrived, I saw a really very long path that I thought it's the way to heaven.
Yeah, it actually does look like that. Thank you, Abdulillah. So again, this sentence, your entire paragraph is basically one sentence. All right. So it's a run-on sentence. All right. Run-on sentence is a sentence that is too long. All right. Sentences that are very long, we do not try to write endlessly long sentences in English. Our point is to write short, concise sentences. Okay. So you
Yeah.
separated the sentences with commas. So you're supposed to replace some of those commas with full stops. So let's do that, okay? So we
Okay.
don't say at that day, we say on that day. And this is just the preposition that we use. So for example, you would say on Tuesday, right? You won't say at
Yeah.
Tuesday, right? So
No, it's
on Wednesday, I'm going out, all right? So same concept applies here. On that day, I
Yeah.
was walking through the forest. You walk through the, so for example, if this was a forest and you were walking on this path, then you are walking
Yeah.
through the forest. You are not walking at the forest. Okay? So
Okay.
different prepositions mean different things. So this preposition through is to walk in between trees. Okay? On
Yeah.
that day, I was walking through the forest, full stop. Actually, what I was seeing, actually, comma, what I was seeing at first were green trees. All right. So were
It's
trees.
plural.
Yeah,
Plural.
they were. Yeah, plural. Exactly. What I was seeing
Yeah.
at first were green trees, comma. But after that big tree, I watched. I has to always be capital. I watched another color far away. Okay. I saw. I saw another color far away. All right. Watch. You
Yeah.
watch when something is moving. Okay. So for example, you watch TV. But when you just see something in the distance, then you see it. You're not watching it. Okay.
Okay.
So I saw
Something
another.
stable.
Yeah, exactly. Something stable. So I saw another color far away. Full stop. This is again another end of the sentence. Then I walked and walked. And finally, when I arrived, comma, I saw a really very, both these words mean the same thing. So you can say I saw a really long path or a very long path. So you won't say both. So you would say
That's
a
good.
really long path or a very long path. You wouldn't say both, all right? Okay.
Okay.
So I saw a really long path that I thought was the way to heaven. Okay? That I thought was the way to heaven. Okay?
Okay.
Any
Thank
questions,
you.
Abdullah? You're welcome. Any? Are you comfortable with everything that we all the edits that we made?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is that stopped studying English like 7 years now,
Oh,
and
okay. So you're out of practice. Out of
yeah,
practice.
and I studied English just for 3 years at school.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. So when you haven't been practicing, then you say that you are out of practice. So that's okay. Now you have verbling and you can practice all that you want.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
thank you, Abdullah. All right.
Thank you.
Next, who do we have? Leandro, are you done with your paragraph? Ooh, Maria wrote quite a lot. So Maria, I'll read your paragraph after Leandro reads his. Okay?
Sure, I'm
So
done.
Maria.
I'm done.
Okay. So, oh wow, Leandro, you wrote so much. Come on, man. I said a paragraph. One
Well, this is a
One
paragraph.
paragraph. Okay. So Leandro, can I get you to read it?
Sure. I really like riding bike. Here in my city we have a bicycle group called Rebas do Cerrado that goes in on adventures at the forest. I never went with them because their bicycle are very expensive, and nowadays I really don't have the money so I can buy one of those bicycles. They have bicycles very specific to that kind of adventure.
Mm-hmm.
There are another group here called night riders, and they just goes around the city at night with normal bikes and a lot of enthusiasts. I might be one of them anytime. Both groups have adventures, but I prefer those who make their adventures uh, with a nature background.
Perfect. Thank you, Leandro. They're mostly like grammatical and spelling errors, but for the most part, this is a pretty well written sentence. And you haven't used run on sentences, so you use full stop. That's a really good thing. So let's correct it. All right. I really like riding bikes. Okay, I really like riding bikes. Okay, riding doesn't have two D's, has one D. Here in my city, we have a bicycle group called Ribas do Quirado. Is that how you say it?
Rebas do Cerrado.
Oh my God, Ribas de Serrat. All right. We have a group that goes on adventures in the forest. Okay, so
In the
again,
forest.
you go
Okay.
you walk through a forest, you are in a forest. Okay, forest doesn't have an L. Forest. I
Okay.
never went with
Forest.
Yeah, I never went with them because their bicycles are. All right, you say are, so the bicycles are, or bicycle is. All right, so when you
Okay.
say are, bicycles has to be plural because their bicycles are very expensive. And nowadays is written like this. Nowadays I really don't have the money. So I really don't have the money to buy one of those bicycles. Money to buy one of those bicycles. They have
Okay.
bicycles it's not specific, it's just specific. No, there's no E in specific,
Specific.
okay? Yeah. They
Okay.
have
Okay.
bicycles very specific to that kind of adventure. There is another. So you don't say one other, it's there is another. And other. All right. So an
Okay.
and other. There is another group here called Night Riders, and they just so they go. He goes, she goes, they go. All right. And they just
Okay.
go around a city. They just go around the city at night with normal bikes and a lot of enthusiasts. Okay, enthusiasts.
I didn't know how to spell it.
All right, that's okay. Enthusiasts. Enthusiasts. People who are enthusiastic about something are enthusiasts. Okay. I might has a T. I might be one of them sometime. Sometime. So maybe sometime in the future. Both groups have adventures, comma.
Teacher, enthusiast with an H. And
Enthusiasts, yeah, enthusiasts, E-N-T-S. So when you say it, there's a h sound. It's not enthusiasts, it's enthusiasts. Okay,
okay.
all
Thanks.
right, perfect. So a lot of enthusiasts. I might be one of them sometime. Both groups have adventures, but I prefer those who make their adventure uh, with a natural background. Okay. Perfect. So,
Okay.
like I said, Leandro, there's a very well written paragraph, just a couple of errors here and there. You capitalized all the proper nouns, which is awesome. You separated it with full stops and you put it in quotation. So, very well done. All right.
Okay.
I
Thank
can see that you are quite an enthusiast, a bike riding enthusiast. Okay.
you. Sure.
All right, and so we have one more student. So we have Maria. Maria, I don't know if your microphone is working now, but is it working? Can you hear me? Can you talk, Maria? Okay, I will read Maria's part. So I gave this to Hyam. I don't know who built it, but I think he loves books so much. But wow, great! It is a nice view. I know that my description. Okay, so my description is description. TION is not good, but I do not know what I should write. That's okay, see, Hyam. Hopefully next time your microphone will be working so you can talk to us. Okay. So the last one is Maria. Maria's picture. This woman is all alone in the jungle dressed in impractical clothing. Would you ever go to the jungle dressed like this? The answer is no, you would not go to a jungle dressed like this, okay? What are some problems she is likely to encounter? The woman will encounter problems like she might damage her beautiful dress and cannot walk properly because of many rocks and wet area in the forest, okay? The woman will encounter problems such as such as the problems such as, all right, so you're giving an example. So she's going to encounter such as damaging her beautiful dress and not being able to walk properly because of many rocks and wet areas in the forest, and not being able to walk properly. Okay, because of many rocks and wet areas in the forest. She might get physical injuries also, or also comma, or die since the forest has many wild animals and she cannot run fast as her dress is so long. Furthermore, she might encounter bad people who who might kidnap her for ransom because they will think that she is from a rich family based on her looks. Wow, Maria, you have quite a vivid imagination. All right. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And we are actually at the end of. So, Maria, I know you could. Thank you so much. That was very well written. I hope that you can get your microphone and your headset working. Because it will be really nice to talk to you. Reading your paragraph, I think you have a very good command of the English language. All right. So that's all for today. It's the end of the class. Thank you, everyone. If you still have questions, if you're still unsure about something that we covered in class, you're more than welcome to join me on my Facebook page. Ask me questions there. All right. Tomorrow I'm going to be back for 4 classes, and we're going to have a theater class. So we're going to be acting.
Yes,
Yay!
it is
Acting
my
classes.
suggestion.
Yes, it is Hamid's suggestion. And so I'm going to be out. I hope you guys will join me tomorrow. So thank you for everybody who was here. Nihan, Leandro, Hamid, Hiam. I know you can't hear me. Junaid. Thank you so much, guys. I'm out. I'll see
Thank
everybody later.
Thank
you.
you.
Okay?
Thank
No,
you.
welcome.
And
Bye.
Bye.
Hina,
Bye.
Thank you,
congratulations
teacher.
again for your
Thank
200
you.
class.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Teacher,
much.
I